Hello everybody, it's the Last Raider. We are back with another video. And today, between Monday and Tuesday, the left apparently got so triggered by Bill Burr. The one guy I said, when this man triggers, I've told plenty of my friends, I said, when Bill Burr triggers the left, they're going to go off like a rocket, okay? They're going to read to the moon. And I hate to say this, but I was wrong. They read to 88 miles per hour, and we saw some serious shit this weekend. Okay, this is amazing stuff going on right now. They actually read so hard that they achieved 88 miles per hour, folks, and launched themselves into 1960 and just started living in the Jim Crow era. It's amazing. They went over there, apparently lived all of the 60s, and then came back and then told us how bad we were based on living in the 60s. It's awesome. So for those of you who don't know, Bill Burr hosted the the Grammys, I think it was, or the Golden Globes. I have no idea. I didn't watch it. I'm not interested in watching woke trash, and that's what Hollywood is, a bunch of rich people trying to tell me how to live my life. Let me explain something. If I want to get preached at, I've said this before. If I want to get preached at, I go down to my church about 3 times a week to get preached at. Okay? Because 1, it's free, and 2, there's actually a chance of forgiveness down at that church, unlike with the woke left. But anyway, Bill Burr goes on the stage and he makes a joke. I'm not sure what the joke was. I have yet to see the joke, so I'm not going to judge the joke on whether it was good or bad. But I will say, if it's Bill Burr, it's probably pretty good. All right. But what ended up happening was the woke left decided they's going to cancel him. Now, starts off Gen Z thinks, oh, we're going to cancel him. We're going to cancel this white dude. Look at this white dude. We're going to cancel him. And then someone on the internet, in Neverland, I think, mentioned Gen Z. Let's zoom in here. Gen Z calling Bill Burr a racist. Bill Burr with his beautiful wife, Nia. Now, if you've listened to Bill Burr will tell you, I don't know if he's been divorced, but Bill Burr has often talked, if this is the wife that he's talked about in the past, she is a feminist. Okay? Bill Burr, I've said this before, Bill Burr is proof that the country can come together. Okay? Because here you've got a white guy who's not a conservative. But you've got a white guy who can go out there and make fun of feminists, but still come home to this beautiful black woman, beautiful black feminist, mind you. And actually, we'll just say it like this beautiful American feminist. And they can go to bed, they can have a good time. Probably, as healthy as Bill Burr looks like he has an amazing sex life. I mean, you don't get super fat by not getting some at least twice a week, okay? That's just, you burn calories in sex. I mean, the man's obviously getting some black booty somewhere, okay? I've been derogatory enough. We'll keep going. But obviously, Abiel, or in Neverland here, understands the same thing that most historians understand when you start looking into Jim Crow law. If you look into Jim Crow, if you study the beliefs of white supremacists, they don't believe in mixing race at all. There were actually laws in place back in the Jim Crow era in which a man and a woman, if a white man got together with a black woman or a black man got together with a white woman, well, actually the white woman, she could actually claim rape. She could actually claim non-consent, and the black guy would go to jail and she'd just get a slap on the wrist. But if it was a white man and a black woman, they could end up going to jail. You couldn't, like me and my wife, we wouldn't be able to marry because we wouldn't have been able to marry back then because she's Filipino and I would be white. Or at least that's what they would consider. I've managed to pass for white most of my life and then found out I might be from Jewish descent. I mean, fun times. I can tell you right now, there is no such thing as white privilege, folks. Sorry to say that. I didn't get my white privilege card. No one's come to revoke my white privilege card. I don't have a burning cross in my front yard. They're not coming in here saying, you lied to us. Yeah, you lied to us, Jewish boy. No one's done that. Nobody really cares, all right? You don't get no white privilege. But you have Bill Burr here. They're trying to cancel him on something that back during the time of racism in this country, this would not be possible. Bill Burr's union to his wife would not be possible. It would be illegal. He would be thrown in jail. She would be thrown in jail, and nobody would care. He might get a few more rights than she would because of skin color, but that would be about it. He'd be a pariah for the rest of his life. Okay? They would look at him as if he were tainted. All right? That's how bad it was. Now, in comes the left. This is their response to it. A lot of white supremacists are marrying or dating black people. Okay, now here's the thing. If from what I just said, how white supremacists do not like mixing race, how can he be a white supremacist if he is breaking one of the cardinal rules of racism? There, what is the movie? Arthur with Colin Farrell, I think it's not Colin Farrell. I can't remember which one it is. It's the one where they do the realistic Arthur and the Scots, the Woads are coming in, or the Scotsmen. And there's a part where they've got a Roman woman, this one Scotsman, he's fixing to, rape her. And the king goes, "Stop, don't do that." And he says, "By the right of our laws, you cannot deny me." And he turns around and he kills the man. He turns and looks at his men and he says, "We will not water our blood down with theirs." And then he has the woman killed afterward. Simply because he believes his people are genetically superior. He believes his bloodline of men, the men in his group, are better genetically than them. And he believes there's something wrong with the Romans and everyone that he's conquering. They're intent on genocide in the movie. They're just killing people right and left. What I will say to that is that is the way white supremacists operate. They do not like, if a white supremacist could, they would have sex with a black woman, and then when it would be over with, if she got pregnant, they would have the baby aborted. That's how they operate. They will not accept the child. If the woman gets pregnant, they will not accept the child because it's half black. They don't care. It's only half white, therefore it doesn't get the full privileges of a white person. That's how they operate. There are black supremacists who are the same way towards the same kid. So if you got a kid who's half black, half white, there are black supremacists in black society, and I've got friends that have told me this. They said if you're half white, half black, there are black supremacists who look at you as the same pariah. They say it's the same racism. They claim they're not racist. Oh, Hill versus Babyface, got a video up. Y'all got to check him out. But they say, they have a problem with this. Both sides. There's racism on both ends. I've said this before. It's not some people, they want to make out like this is a genetic disorder that only affects one group of people with the gene for white skin, when in reality racism is a virus. It affects a black man just as fast as it'll infect a white man. All it requires is hatred. So anyway, we got Ren here. He's married to a coon! I'm probably gonna get my channel banned for this nonsense. Let's keep going and look at what other people have said. Racists marry outside their race every day. As I said, there is no reason for them to marry. They wouldn't want this. Bill Burr is still a racist with a black wife who's okay with his racism. I don't think so. I don't think so. You're now saying that the black woman is stupid here. That's amazing. You guys are dumb. You can still be racist while dating a person of color. Again, racists do not believe in mixing race. If you morons would open up a frickin' history book, you would know this by now. Oh, let's keep going here. That one's here in a minute. Guess what? Lots of racist white men date black women. Lots of black women have internalized misogynoir. What? Misogynoir. The fuck is misogynoir? Learn to spell, dude. You got Google, man. When I don't know how to spell something, man, I just go to Google, type in what I'm trying to spell, and boom, it gives me the correct term. At least do that. You can do this with Twitter, okay? You can do this. This keeps me from looking like an idiot lots of times. How about you shut the F up? How about you go read a book, typical trichosis? I don't even know. This doesn't prove crap. Yeah, it proves a lot. Like I said, it does prove a lot. Having sex with a black woman does not negate a man from being racist. By your logic, plantation owners who rape slaves are not racist. Here's the problem here. You're talking about rape. This woman is has been married. She is not a slave. She is his wife. I don't understand how you don't see the difference here, but most idiot SJWs don't see a difference between. They actually probably believe that being a wife, committing to that relationship as an individual, being the wolf or the eagle, being like a swan relationship. Like the swan, eagles, and wolves, they pretty much commit to lifetime relationships. They don't go screwing around with other animals if they can help it. All right, and usually that might happen if they lose a mate early. It may happen, but that's a very big maybe. Okay? You're talking about a woman who's committed to that type of pure relationship. We can look at an animal and say, that's a pure relationship. We don't look at the wolf and say, oh, that male wolf is enslaving that female wolf. No, she's done this. She's a strong black woman. She can do what she wants. It's amazing how we can have all these people, and most of them, if you look, most of them look pretty damn white. I mean, we got one or two black guys up here. A black girl there. Maybe an Asian chick. Possibly an Asian chick with Ren. We've got possibly black, white, possibly white. We got a lot of white people here. Just putting in their opinion. I didn't think white people had an opinion, but hey, let's keep going here. Like I said, you've got these people claiming they want strong, independent people. It's like with the Gina Carano situation. They don't want strong, independent females. They want weak, submissive females with a dog collar around their neck and a muzzle so that they can tell them when to speak and when not to speak. What SJWs want is the wife that the dad provides to Eddie Murphy in the beginning of Coming to America, where he tells her to hop on one foot and bark like a dog, and she does it. She's there just for their entertainment and their pleasure. That's what they want. Okay? That's the strong black woman that they wish, not a woman who thinks for herself. Cyril, ban white people, well, that's racist. All right, let's keep going over here. Shut the F up. White people having black partners does not automatically absolve them of being racist. Stop using this fake-ass narrative. It's not a fake-ass narrative. Like I said, you can go back to Jim Crow law back in the 1960s and educate yourself. I'm going to quote Mr. Feeney right now. You have unlimited access to technology that puts all the knowledge of the universe at your fingertips, and you're spending more time on the internet bitching about someone. What do you use? It was back when video games were looked at as a bad thing. Mr. Feeney mentioned that. What do they do with all this technology? You beat King Koopa and save the princess. You don't use it productively. Like right now, this guy's not being productive. He could go back, look at this, educate himself. This might be a black dude and he don't understand his own history right now. That's amazing. Let's keep going here. So having a black spouse means you can't be racist now? Absolutely idiotic. No, it's not. Like I can keep repeating this, but I guess these people are too thick-headed to get it. Like I said, you are not a white supremacist. You're not a racist if you marry outside. If you understand the Klan, the Aryan Brotherhood, the neo-Nazis, the original Nazis, the slave owners, they all believe the same damn thing, and that is marrying outside of your race watered down your white superior blood. That's what they believe. That is white supremacy. And if you cannot sit there and say a man is white supremacist if he's taken a black woman as his wife, if like this one chick up here said, where is it? If it's a plantation guy, if he's raping a black slave, that would be different. But she's accepting him, saying, you want to marry me? You want to have kids? And I'll treat you as an equal. That's what's going on here. That's amazing to me. These people don't get this. You can be racist and married to a black person, just FYI. How? That defies all of the rules that racists have put on themselves. You are not basing this on any facts. Let's keep going here. Believe it or not, you can still have a black, white. No, you cannot. I've done said this. But this gets even better, okay? These are the people that are proving their own racism. That one, they prove they don't know what racism is. Two, they're just mad at Bill Burr probably because he's white, which shows their own racism. But one person in particular goes even further than that. This is the good one. While I'm not suggesting Bill Burr is racist, a white man having a non-white wife can sometimes be a sign of racism. No, it cannot. So you shouldn't assume someone isn't racist just because they own a minority sex servant. Let me say that normally so you can understand what that was. You shouldn't assume someone isn't racist just because they own a minority sex servant. Think of she can't be his wife because she's black, is what this man has said. They cannot be in an equal relationship. She must be a slave. She cannot think for her own if she has married a white man. There's something wrong with her. Let's keep going. They may very well have one because they're racist. Again, no. The bylaw, like the actual belief that racists have, they honestly believe that anyone that is not their race is an animal compared to them. The difference is them a human, the other races are dogs. That's how this works. I don't believe this shit, but they believe this shit. That's how they believe it. And they look down upon and insult anyone who marries outside of their race. They hate that. Racists absolutely hate this. You are putting something that racists hate and despise with every fiber of their being and saying that's a symbol of their white supremacy. No, it's not. Well, what's really funny is what happens. Because Bill Burr's wife decides to respond. This is great. This is great. Nee Renee Hill. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Claiborne Griffith. As mentioned, I'm not referring to you or Bill. I don't know you two. Yeah, he immediately becomes a submissive little cuck. Okay? This is the guy that Bill Burr is the guy that this dude, if this dude was married to Nia, he would be the guy sitting in the corner in a chastity device while Bill Burr fucked his wife. Okay? That's where we are right now. I will say this. Ladies, take a good long look. Men do not want Lois Lane. I said this on Twitter. I'll say it here. Men do not want Lois Lane. They want Red Sonja. A chick who can stand back to back with them as the two of you face off against the world. Yeah, you've got to be the Red Sonja to their Conan. This woman here, she's the Ebony Sonja to Bill Burr's bald Conan, pretty much. But this is kind of funny because these people just went, like I said, they just went full fucking racism right here. Completely, and honestly proved also that they don't understand the term that they're calling people. When you're sitting up there telling people that this is white supremacy, you best have your ducks in a row and know what you're doing. Like I said, anyone who doesn't believe me, go look up Jim Crow laws. Just look up race laws pertaining to interracial marriage or interracial marriage laws. You will find hundreds of this stuff under the Jim Crow era where white supremacists did everything. They attacked and killed many white people for marrying outside of their race. That's how badly they hated it. And for these woke Generation Z morons, mind you, these are the same dumbasses who went out there and put the, took a rune from Germany, which actually was adopted by the Nazi group known as the Angelwolves, and tattooed it to themselves and got trolled. That's how stupid these people are. Hey, PewDiePie's got a video up. Anyway, hope this proved to y'all that who we're fighting, they're this generation's racists. Okay, our Jim Crowists, That's what SJWs are. They are racists. They are bigots. They have these weird, stupid things that they believe. These are the types of people that if we were in the 1960s, and you said, well, why can't we invite this black person to the party? Well, black people, they're thieves. That's the type of person you're dealing with an SJW. They don't have any real logic. They don't have any real form of thought. They only go out there. One person says something, and they all update their CP. Their speech script. They all update their NPC speech script, and then they all talk about. They all spat out the same thing. They don't go check it. They don't go look. Half the time, these idiots don't even go use Google to spell check themselves. Okay. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, I wish Bill Burr and his wife Nia a very happy marriage. I hope they have lots of fun to this. And Bill needs to take his wife out to her favorite restaurant and buy her some expensive wine for going in there and giving us this little gem here. Okay, I loved this. Bill, you need to go out there and give your wife the date she's never had. Go buy what is that? The giant champagne of crystal or something if you can get it. Take her shooting, for crying out loud. Put this tweet down at the end of the range and have her take shots at it. I mean, just y'all need to go have some fun over this. Y'all deserve it. Anyway, folks, I'm the Last Raider. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay frosty. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye now.